Morning, everybody, on a Friday. I just wanted to do a quick video here to talk a little bit more about the phone and how important the phone is, and how you're doing these initial calls. And I always recommend people get started with the texting because it's easy and not intimidating, and it's a good way just to kind of get your feet wet and get going. But the fastest way to get your first contract is definitely to pick up the phone and just start calling people on Zillow. I love calling Zillow rentals. Calling tired landlords. Those are always really good ones to call. So if you're willing to take a chance and pick up the phone, that's definitely the fastest way to do it. But I think texting works well for that first initial one, just to kind of gauge interest. And then once you get interest, I think that's where it's hugely important you just pick up the phone. Don't try to take that second step and continue the conversation over text. It's not as effective as the phone. The phone's it's way more effective. That's my fresh Soda Stream water that I'm drinking. Was drinking so much of that LaCroix at $6 a 12 pack that I ended up buying one of those Soda Stream deals for, I think it was $80. But this thing's great. So I make two big, 32 ounce bottles. This is my little morning lime water. And then I make a fruit one in the afternoon. So it's like a sparkling beverage, but it's all fresh. That's my new health kick that I'm on. So anyway, it's good stuff. But I definitely recommend, as soon as you get any interest, picking up the phone, calling the seller, just gauging their interest, getting their email, letting them know you're going to send them an offer, just doing some general conversation. Even if they say, never consider rent to own, it's just not for me, just that's okay. Let me at least get my stuff in front of you. We offer we can approach the house in several different ways with the lease options or with a cash offer. Let me get your email and I'll get some information in front of you. So, but having that phone conversation is critical. If you're just going to try to do it via text and email, it's not going to be as effective. And I'd say your close rate, depending on, it's an individual thing, but I would say you're probably going to be 5 times to 10 times better off making that phone call than you will be if you're just using text. And again, you're not doing a selling or anything else. You're asking a couple questions and just gauging the temperature of the seller and trying to gather that email. That's all you're doing. So don't be afraid of the phone, people. These are sellers. I mean, they want people to call them. They're looking for offers and interest on their property. So, I mean, you're only giving them what they're asking for. You're not, you're not breaking into their house or hitting them over the head with a stick or anything. You're doing exactly what they asked for. So when you look at it that way, and remember, you're kind of like, you're in the customer position here. We're not the ones calling and bothering somebody. We're responding to their ad for people to bother them. They want us to call. So remember, that's where your mindset needs to be. You're the interested party, and they're the ones with something to sell. It's not vice versa. So critical to remember that, critical not to be afraid of the phone, and critical to pick up the phone once you get that interest. And if you're really ready to jump into it, pick up the phone and just start dialing Zillow rentals. And ask them if they'd considered rent to own or if they would consider it. You'd be surprised at the response you get. Anyway, guys, have a great Friday. Messenger is always good. Text, feel free to reach out. We've got a pretty good little system now with the Podio form. Seems to be working pretty well. Offers seem to be getting out a little bit better in the last day or two. So things are looking good. Looking forward to working with more of you. So get in touch. All right, have a great weekend. Bye.